All right, welcome in. We are live. This is a Mouse and Man. I am Drew. This is Dreamland Selects. These are our non-Disney or Disney-related games. It's a quick session today. Got things to do later, so I don't think I will be on this evening, but I hope you can join us. Check. Okay, our audio is on. And I think we're about ready. Mute.
What do you think Black's wife is like? She must be miserable. No, not one here.
Gotta put in my roasted sea salt and black pepper potatoes. My dinner. Basically lunch. Friggin' plastic wrap really teased me off. It teased me right off. That's what they used to say when they were trying to avoid cussing. Doesn't piss me off. Tease me off. Hey Siri, set 15-minute timer.
Potato. Accurate.
How do we get outside?
Off on another adventure, are we?
We're trying. Oh my god.
Potato.
Well, I've yet to understand how one is expected to do the homework for Finn's class, since that would require staying awake for it.
What are you supposed to do with the green flames in Hogwarts, in Hogwarts Legacy? Fast travel, flu flames.
Counter, I think. I'm happy
Of course, a flu flame.
Oh, I did tell
Well, my father naturally assumed I could be I suspected which was
The loo.
Potato.
I fired up The Last of Us Part 2 for the first time in literally 5.5 years today. Got immediately overrun. It's a harsh awakening, or harsh re-entry into the game.
Professor. I'm
Professor.
glad to see you. And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls too?
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
Those mutton chops are going so hard on Professor Ravenswood, or whatever his name is.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
So many globes. I forget what my spells do as well. It's been a minute. I haven't played this since the last time we streamed it, which was the first time I played it. Like a month or so ago. Kind of looks like, oh no. I thought it looked like John Cleese for a moment, but I wasn't seeing it right. Buddy.
Revelio. Accio. Lumos.
If only a new
Levioso.
help me with my sad predicament. Might some kind soul help me?
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite.
Versatile.
But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Lucan Brattleby.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
He really sounds almost exactly like Daniel Radcliffe. Professor? Here I come from the toilet bowl where they said I could swim.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Lucan Brattleby?
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Break through yellow shields with control spells like Levioso. All right, bud. Mr. Petch. I said Mr. Petch.
Lumos. Accio. Potato. Levioso. There goes my wager. Accio. Lumos.
Confringo.
Reparo. Accio. Potato. Accio.
What are we doing here?
Expulso!
Potato.
Confringo.
Levioso.
Better than that.
Lumos. Levioso. Reparo. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Come on. Levioso.
Findo. That's all you've got.
Don't shy away now. Expulso!
Potato.
Astoria Cricket.
What to do? Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Luke and Brett will be in Astoria
I shall.
Cricket.
In fact, the second duel is ready when you are. And as a fully initiated member, you now have access to the official Crossed Wands training dummy. Very good way to master spell combinations. Come and see me, and I'll set it up. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought.
Thank you,
Hope
Lucan.
to see you back here again. Glad you're back.
What's up, Adam? Yeah, a bit early. I'm busy later on, so wanted to play a little. I'm only going to be going for another hour or so. struggling to remember all the different controls and things in this game. I may be on late tonight,
Just wait till
but
I'm in a bit. Then we'll see how.
I feel sorry for
I
your next opponent.
wouldn't count on it. Streams for next week. It's a good question. Oh, well, I have next Drew After Dark, I think, is going to be The Last of Us Part 2, which I fired up today for the first time in literally 5.5 years. It's kind of cool to get back into that. I always wanted to finish that and like never got to it. So I'm going to do one of those. I'm going to do another Dreamland Selects. Coming up will be Shenmue 3. Shenmue 1 and 2 were some of my peak gaming experiences as a wee lad back in the early 2000s. So those, we'll do another Avatar at some point soon. We will do a Marvel Avengers, Lego Marvel Avengers, Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. I don't know exactly what order all of these will come up in the next week. What else have we been playing? Spider-Man, we're good on that for a minute. Although we are rolling on that. I just don't want to, I want to pace myself on that one because I'm taking a potato break here. Want to pace myself on that one because once it's gone, like we're stuck with no more Spider-Man content except side quests. I'll be right back. I need like 5 minutes here for potatoes. Oh yeah, Lego Star Wars is definitely going to be one of the next ones. Also Survivor. If I do anything later tonight, it'll probably be The Last of Us, a short Last of Us stream, starting around like 10:30. Those were good. I think that oh yeah. I was looking at those and trying to decide which one to do first. Bud? Well, handsome. Yeah, those simple sea salt potatoes were surprisingly good. I kind of wrote them off ahead of time because I assumed they wouldn't be good as good as the roasted garlic. These are frozen Main Street Bistro, like, roasted potatoes. Whenever I make frozen food that in the oven that could be cooked in the microwave, I feel like proud of myself because that's like it tastes a little better, and that's like the extent to which I will cook, period, mostly. I never really got into cooking. I always feel like I would like to, but I just don't. Like, there's always other things I would rather do, and time I don't have, and it's kind of a production. Like, if you really want to make something carefully from scratch, like, you gotta, track down the ingredients and follow the recipe and all this stuff. Like, it's the ingredients too that kind of gets me. Because, like, if you want to make a certain dish, you might need some type of spice you don't have, and then you got to specifically track down that spice. Professor Fig, as if my schedule wasn't congested enough, the ministry has charged me with arranging a rather inconvenient arrival of a new student at Hogwarts of 5th year. It's me. Professor Weasley insists that they will need an escort and a mentor to help them acclimatize before term begins. I have assigned the task to you. Please see Professor Weasley for details. Professor Phineas Nigellus Black, Headmaster.
Perhaps I'll come back to this.
Oh, I think I have to go see the Professor Hecat.
Leviosa. Accio. Reparo.
I don't get it. They're leading me toward something I can't do and not giving me a waypoint toward the... Where's Professor Hecat? It's big and that's cool, but I'm like fucking annoyed if they're not going to tell me where the professor is. Like if I'm supposed to just remember where she is. I think she's the one that's supposed to teach me this spell. And I just talked to her, but I forgot where I was, and now they're not like they're leading me to the thing I'm supposed to do after I go see her. Instead of to her, or so it seems. And to that I say, not cool, bro. This is Fig's room, and we're supposed to see Fig after the other lady. And it's so frustrating.
I don't think I can do this now.
Because I just talked to her. I was just there. But this place is like freaking hard to navigate. Professor? Where did you go, Professor?
Protego!
I'm doing this quest and it says you must learn the fire-making charm to continue the story. And I think I have to learn it from Professor Hecate, who I just talked to, but there is no marker on the map that will lead me back to her, and I don't remember where she is. It's incredibly frustrating. When I go to the yellow marker, the yellow badge marker or whatever, it takes me to Professor Fig's desk, and it just says you have to learn the spell first, but it won't like lead me to the next thing in the quest. It's complete bullshit. Open your quest, go to assignments. Two rounds? Ugh.
Defending Hogsmeade against trolls. You know, there is such a thing as trying.
This feels wrong. Okay, no, it's right.
For another round?
I guess so, Lucan.
We shall see who shows up.
There's no one in the school I'd be afraid
Hello,
of.
Lucan. Is the next round of Crossed Wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
I don't think I have any of those equipped. This is annoyingly complicated.
Protego! Lumos.
Act like a winner.
Protego! Eretto momento!
Protego!
Is that all you've got?
Expelliarmus! You're better than that!
Protego!
There goes the Ranger.
Come on!
Perhaps one day
My
I'll sign
knickers.
for a round.
My britches. You might even call those britches.
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
I only want some of the gobstones. Can we be done with Luke and Bradley? I'm
Hello,
sick of this
Lucan.
guy.
May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a... Ready to have a...
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio!
Next time, perhaps. Excellent form.
Levioso!
Good one.
Levioso! Accio!
Nicely done. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Assignment's all finished.
Seems I'm out of the tournament thanks to you.
Seems you are.
Might some kind soul help me?
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you and that you found success.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate and keep your wand steady. Good work.
Incendio.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Glorious tapestries. Hogwarts is like the most lived in looking place imaginable. Like when was the last time any of this was like brand spanking new? Because it's just like books everywhere and stuff everywhere and old artworks and
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student.
this guy sucks. He's definitely a bad guy.
Indefinitely.
Also, his last name is Black.
I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office. 5 minutes.
Dumbledore is a profoundly
That
better
is
headmaster.
exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Where's the chest I'm supposedly standing on top of?
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
There's a roomy hood he's got there on the robes.
Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow.
Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Seems he's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself.
Probably just being a blabbermouth
we
right
ended
now.
up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Nimbus?
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. What?
He's a Slytherin. Yeah, right.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves, the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
Mr. Patch.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid her.
She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
Thank you, Sebastian.
Like, why are we doing this if the professor was just gonna, like, let us in? We just can't wait.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase. Damn. You told me the librarian would be gone by now. I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me?
The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Alohomora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
I don't trust you. Why am I sneaking in the library with Sebastian clandestinely when Professor Fig said he was just gonna like come find me and do it, I guess, above board? I mean, we just got to school and we're breaking all kinds of rules. And while I'm not, necessarily against rule bending, it seems a little reckless. Are we really going to trust Slytherin Sebastian on any of this? I have a carpet here that just drives me fucking insane because it's not properly like anchored to the underlying carpet, so it just bunches up and moves and just like fucks with the blinds. And it's tough. It's tough out there. Patch?
The key. Here it is.
Mr.
Is someone
Patch.
there? Is that you, Peeves?
That wasn't so difficult after all. How to find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
should be in the clinic. There's no need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think we'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Is this really as fast as we can go?
Who have we here? Sebastian Cello and his new little friend, out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell, I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good
Man,
luck in
Sebastian,
research.
you're bad news, buddy.
Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Accio!
Reparo.
Like Slytherin are just like, what have they done that's like positive for Hogwarts? So they're just like, we know they're villains and we're just gonna give them a house in the whole organization. Who lights and maintains these candles in these like forgotten hallways?
Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this one. That's it.
Peeves, yeah. He's a real character.
Where might this lead?
Who do you know who played Peeves? Was it somebody famous?
I need to wake up that rune over there. Not surprising. Guards at the ready. Protego! Incendio! Protego! Levioso! Incendio!
The actor was Rick Mayall, but WB never released the scene. Yeah. When at least one segment of your ancient magic meter is full, you can cast devastating ancient magic attacks that deal massive damage and break shield charms. We were already doing that.
Incendio! Protego! Levioso!
What?
This must be the way forward, but to where? Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me. Incendio! Levioso! Levioso! Protego! Incendio!
There's a lot of them.
Incendio! Protego!
Incendio. Levioso. Incendio.
It is a book after all.
The Tiny Tim?
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald? Professor Rackham?
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Isadora Morganach.
Professor Bakar?
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happened, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section
Um,
again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient.
Excuse
I'm
me?
afraid I must take this to the headmaster. But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Might I suggest a ban on magic in the library? Someone has been sneaking into the restricted section, and Cressidia Bloom seems to think of the library as her own personal arena in which to practice her latest incantations. It is most disruptive. One might consider Peeves tame by comparison to such antics. Nighttime at the Warts. I heard there was a STD specific to Hogwarts and the grounds around it called Hogwarts Warts. It's just been festering there for centuries. Has been. We were busted, yeah.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you
Oh,
were with
yeah.
Professor Black. It was a book we were
Monkeypox
after.
was a thing.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing.
Yeah, I don't know what the status of it is in 2025.
Still, I will need time to study what remains.
Or 2026
Perhaps
now.
we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Hogwarts, Hogsmeade, Hogsfield. And a hamlet. Yeah, I have cool goggles. I mean, they kind of force you to wear these things because they have boosts that you can't really say no to.
The assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Lower Hogsfield is located in the countryside and is the closest hamlet to Hogwarts. In reverence to the school that taught them all, the inhabitants decided on the names Hogfield. However, around the same time, the villagers of Upper Hogsfield also opted for the name Hogsfield after Hogsmeade. I don't get it. They both chose the same name. Oh, I see. I also have gloves that are doing something for me. Some kind of stat boost.
Protego!
Ugh, what am I missing?
I could just have a bottle of it.
It's with the balloons.
This looks intriguing.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
Owl mail.
We did
Yeah.
not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibililand. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Where are all these chests that I see on the map here? Inside?
One never knows when society will be thrown.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupid rat!
Found ya!
Incendio!
Stop this at once!
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Collection section of your field guide has been updated with a new enemy type. You may learn valuable insights on enemies, such as weaknesses to certain spells.
I'm not going anywhere with you. Prepare it.
You take this student over my dead body!
You're going to regret that.
Protego!
You've made a grave mistake.
Incendio!
Little rat.
Leviosa!
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for
Fellow
his
Slytherins. That's
He was
pretty.
terribly
It's quite a
fond
claim to
of
fame.
puzzles and
Merlin was in your
enigmas.
house.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little
Yeah, you gotta
secret.
love those goggles.
No
It's
one
pretty
has yet
funky.
managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mr.
Mallowsweet.
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its symbol in the
Swirlin' Merlin.
That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared!
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Forbidden Journey Random 3, the goggles were designed to look like Quidditch goggles, but the problem was they kept falling off riders, triggering the... Well, there you go. That'll ruin your trip. Ruin your experience. People dropping shit on the ride and then them closing it down for an hour.
You got the mallow sweet to us.
Incendio!
What to do about these pyres? Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sing.
How beautiful! Day, I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
There are always stories of people doing insane and just pointless things on rides.
Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed, I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
All right, I have to run. Like I said, I may be back later tonight, but if not, I will be back tomorrow. If you're new, hope to see you again. Adam, look forward to seeing you again, and we will be back soon.